Lava Hound is currently the most popular card across Grand Challenges in the past week, and today we're going to be seeing why. With it being one of the hardest cards to defend, and Nick putting it in this deck making it one of the best decks in the game, we're going to be seeing what we can do with this deck at 9,000 trophies, and let's hop straight into it. So hopping straight into our first game here, this guy is going to go for a pretty aggressive Goblin Drill off the bat. Sorry, I just forgot the name of it. But we're going to defend that with our Skeleton Dragons. We're going to have to go for the Inferno Dragon up the left. We didn't have our Zap in hand, but I'm sure it's okay. We can definitely do something this game. You know, you don't mind taking a little bit of damage too early whenever you have these beatdown decks, because the game is just never over. And we're actually just going to get aggressive. Let's just go for a Lava Hound. He had to overcommit a little bit there on defense, so it works out quite nicely for us to go for our Lava Hound in the back. Okay, he's going to go for his cannon, so it's quite nice he doesn't have an air troop to defend this with. We're just going to go for the defense here with the Valkyrie. Just going to be the best way of cleaning that up, and then I can just go for the balloon as well. We'll just go full out Lava Loon push and see what he wants to do about it. Now is my... no, we don't have a level 15, but I do have Zap, which will reset that quite nicely. Now our balloon should make its way over to the centre. Nope, never mind. He gets another cannon down, the balloon's just going to swap sides, which probably works out a lot better for us, and I imagine that's going to be that tower gone, because it is locked onto the Valkyrie, and that's going to be tower 1 down. Really off to a good start, showing why this is the way it is, showing why Lava Hound is one of the most popular cards right now. Lava Hound with, I think, from what I remember, Skeleton Dragons being number 2, so I think that really shows the kind of combo that we're working with here. Whenever you put in a deck like this, you know, with some good evos being the Valkyrie, I don't have the Zap. Typically it would run the evo Zap as well, but, you know, I don't have it, so it's a very, very strong deck. And if you're looking for a Lava Hound deck, I actually think this is one of the best ones, especially because we do have a bit of ground defense. Typically these Lava Hound decks just run all air cards and kind of give up that ability to defend by just spamming air, so the ground troops are kind of poor, but we have got it quite nicely here. I'm going to go for the Zap quite late. Not going to be the best defense, but we're going to Lava here up the left side. He kind of misplays his Little Prince. I don't think Little Prince dies to the Fireball, so I'm actually not even going to go for it. We'll soak a little bit of damage up that left side, or right side, sorry. And then we're going to go for the Skeleton Dragons here once the Little Prince locks on, just to get a little bit more damage and make it a little bit better. Now we're going to go for a Fireball here just to take out this cannon as quick as we can. And then we have our Zap just to clean up his troops again. He goes in for a Snowball. Don't feel like I see Evo Snowball that much. Quite an interesting one. And we're going to follow this up with our Skeleton Dragons here again. He goes in for the Log, which will catch me quite nicely, but I just go Valk, and I don't think he can break through there. We have our Skeleton Dragons on the left side, along with some Lava Pups, doing a bit of damage. And I think that should be it for game number 1, as long as we don't mess anything up here, which we still have time to do so. Let's go for our guards. Hopefully we can defend this, and we're going to lose the tower last second. Probably shouldn't have committed so much, but we did. We have to move forward, and we have to hopefully take this tower. Now, I'm going to go for my Valk here in the centre once the Skeleton Dragons get a little bit further up. Go for the Valk to tank, and then hopefully they can get on tower. Skeleton Dragons do a lot of damage whenever they actually get onto the tower. We just go Lava in here in the pocket, and I don't think there's any way he can stop it. We just go Fireball plus Zap, and that's going to be game 1, number 1 over with, boys. Okay, and we're into game number 2 here against this guy who's running Cannoneer, quite low level Cannoneers as well, which you know, Cannoneer is obviously going to be a bit better against Lava Hound than normal cards would. The normal, like, you know, Princess Tower or Duchess especially would be. But it will, he does have level 13, which is quite unusual. But, you know, I'm sure we can do some damage here. He's running Giant, which I feel like is a pretty good matchup for us. We do have the Inferno Dragon. We just need to kind of utilize our Inferno Dragons well, keep them alive. I'm actually going to go for this right about now, just to make sure that we don't take too much damage. And we can take a little bit to the... to the graveyard, but that's okay. We don't mind too much. We're going to take about what's just under 2,000 damage, or just over 2,000 damage, sorry, which is okay. It's not the worst, not the best, definitely not the best, but it's definitely not the worst either, so I'm not all that fussed about it right now. Now he's going to go for his arrows, which is quite a nice arrow. He's going to clean up, do a good lot of damage to my Skeleton Dragons, especially since they're a little bit under leveled. I imagine he's running that level 15 arrow, and so it's going to do a good bit of damage, but we can definitely break through this. Now, what can we do? What can we do? I'm going to go for the Lava Hound back left. You know, what do you do whenever you have a beatdown deck of any kind, such as Lava Hound, Golem? You just go for it in the back, and hopefully it works out for you. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this situation. He's going to go for his guards, which is an interesting one. I'm just going to go for the balloon here, actually. And then, oh, that's not going to be good for us. Did I miss that? Don't tell me I missed. I missed one. Okay. Yeah, typical me, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to go for the guards here. Hopefully they can do a lot of damage to this giant, kind of get it all cleaned up. We can save our tower. That'd be quite nice. I would love to keep the tower here for a little while longer, and it looks like we're going to. Okay, so we managed to take his tower. He doesn't manage to return the favor, so quite nice for us so far. Yeah, he's going to have to commit a little bit more into that side, and we can just Lava Hound in the back up this right. I imagine he's just going to try and take it with something cheap, like he's going to go for guards up the left side and hope I don't defend them. But he's not going to, okay. But if he does that, I will defend them. He will have to cycle 2 sets of arrows as well if he wants to take it out. So there's quite a few things going against him right now, but quite a few good things going for us. Now let's go for our Valkyrie here. Let's go for our zap onto all these bats, and we're not going to lose our tower by any means here, so we're not too concerned at the minute. And then I might just go for my balloon here. I might actually just let him take that left side. You know, I don't think there's any point trying to defend it at this point. My Inferno Dragon won't even do enough damage quick enough, so it literally won't matter. We just go all out up this right side, and he probably won't be able to defend this. We go for the zap here, and that's going to be his right tower gone. Defeated nice and easy, and let's hop straight into the third and final game. And we are into the last game against Mr. I am not carrot, not to be confused with someone who is a carrot, because he is not. But we get a nice easy defense there off the bat on his goblin barrel, and then he goes in for his princess, which isn't ideal for us. You know, we did go for the skeleton dragons, so the princess will kind of clean them up, and he won't really have to defend them any further. But he's going to place his ice spirit anyway, which is an interesting choice to say the least. And I'm actually we'll go for the zap onto this, and then I'm going to Lava Hound here in the center. Really bad Lava Hound. I wanted it to lock on and would have bought us a bit of time, but now I have to go for my guards. Just not good. I probably should have defended that by a different means either way, but you know. So this guy's going to have Inferno Towers, which is kind of like the biggest counter to us, obviously. I'm sure we can manage it. I'm not stressed. We have a bit of a tower advantage on this guy with the level, so it's always a nice one. And we're honestly just going to have to eat this damage, unfortunately. By the time I get a troop down, it's going to save me, like, what, 200 health? 400 health might have been. I'll take the L on it, and I'll get a bit of elixir going. Because whenever you fall behind on elixir with beatdown decks, especially against, you know, your fast cycle decks such as Logbait, it just becomes a bit more of a difficult game that we don't need. So we're just going to have it for now. Now, he might go Princess at the bridge. He's not going to, actually. Thought he might have tried to get some chip damage in nice and cheekily while he was waiting for my Valkyrie to come up, but he didn't. And I'm going to go back in behind this with the balloon. We're going to go zap, just to take all that out, and we're going to go for skeleton dragons here. Now, he goes in for his Inferno Tower, so he's kind of open to a Lava Hound push, but I just don't know if we'll be able to get our Lava Hound round quick enough to be able to punish it at all. Okay, let me go for my Inferno Dragon here, and I'm just going to have to firm the damage here again. It's not going to be great at all. I'm taking a lot of damage, but we do have a bit of a deck advantage here, so I'm not stressed about it just yet. And let me go for my Lava Hound here to take all the damage from these spear gobbies. That's going to take 2 of them, but nonetheless, we get it down regardless. So let's go for our balloon here off to the left. We're going to go for the fireball on top of the princess. Hopefully we can get the Inferno Tower too. We don't. I'm going to go for the zap here just to make that Inferno Tower reset, retarget, and hopefully we can get it taken down. Might have been a bad retarget from us, but you know, we did it. We have to live with it. Now, our Evo Valk's going to clean all that up quite nicely. We're going to go for the guards here. We're going to go for the skeleton dragons in behind the Evo Valk, and then we're going to go for the fireball. Just don't really seem to be making anything happen here. This deck is I'm really struggling for some reason against this. Okay, now I have my Valk at the ready in case he decides to go for it. I go for the Valk here in front. We're going to take a hit to that, and then he's just going to go for his rocket. That's GG. You know, you win some, you lose some, and we lost this one, unfortunately. And anyways, as we've seen this deck in action today, it was so strong. Unfortunately, we did just get kind of destroyed in that last match, I'll be totally honest. He just had an answer for everything, and obviously I'm not a full Lava Hound player, so there probably was better plays I could make here and there, and if there was, I'm sorry if I offended you and your talent as a Lava Hound player. Please don't come for me. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, do be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one, and peace out.